all of that. And then also you will get to interact with Krishna, Sandip, and Sourashis and ask any kind of doubts that you have with them about their experience. Does that sound good, guys? Give a thumbs up on the chat box. Right. So we'll do a quick round of introductions of them and then we'll get started. So who wants to go first? We'll keep it very friendly and conversational. Okay. So Sandeep, Sourashis, Krishna, anyone? Come on, all of you has to take the plunge.
Yeah. So let me start with my. So hey, I'm Sourashis, a second year student at SST here, and for the past 2 years, I've been doing multiple things. Actually, I have interned at two startups, and right now I am going to Singapore for my third internship, which is a startup also, Neurowyzer. And other than that, I have been busy with competitive programming, going to ICPC, Meta, Hacker Cup, and also recently actually I have started a startup with my friends about an edtech startup basically, which right now helps scale a skill of technology students also. So yeah, that's about me. And yeah.
Right, right. Sandeep, do you want to go next?
Yeah, so hello everyone. My name is Sandip De. I'm actually from West Bengal. So I was previously in another college and I dropped that college to join Scalar School of Technology back 2 years back. And like after joining Scalar School of Technology in my first year, I went through the fundamentals of computer science and I uh, put my all dedication into it. And then after my first year, I got an internship at one of the dream company, one of the most early dream company that came to SST's internship drive. And that was 0x PPL basically. And I interned there. And then also like with my teammate Sourashis and another teammate Suraj, I went to ICPC regionalist at like Amrita, and then also with my sixth batchmate, we started basically Delta Education for to help students to clear new age colleges. Yeah, that is a short introduction about me.
Right, right. By the way, how many of you, all the audience, before we go to Krishna, knows about this Delta Education? Can you give a thumbs up?
Okay.
Okay, some of them know and some of them don't know.
So,
So maybe some more amount of awareness creation is needed. But okay, let's go to Krishna next. So Krishna, yeah, go ahead.
Hello everyone, am I audible?
Yeah.
So I'm Krishna Patidar. I'm from Nasik, Maharashtra. Second year student at Scalar School of Technology. I have completed my 2 internships in Bangalore, and currently I'm pursuing Apple Developer Academy program here in Bali, Indonesia.
Right, right. Are you in Bali right now, also Krishna?
Yeah, till December I'm here.
Understood, understood. Maybe you can show us some of Bali around somewhere in between. But lovely, lovely, lovely.
9 p.m. right now, so
It's 9 p.m. Right, right, right. Got it. Hence the bright blue background.
yeah.
Got it. Okay. Take care. So let's get started. So, how many of you all know that we have also, you know, audited our internship report for our first batch, which is the batch of 2023 to 27. If you know about this internship report that we have released, put a thumbs up. Oh, most of them don't know actually. If you know about the internship report, put a thumbs up. Okay, 18 of you don't know, 5 of you know, and the remaining are probably, I don't know. Okay, so let's get started. So at SST, of course, I think you know that the idea with SST is that we want tech education to be taught by techies themselves, and also to be very immersive, like how doctors learn, right? Where if you are an aspiring doctor, you join a medical college which is also attached to a hospital. Okay, so while you study there, you are taught by real doctors, and during your final year or somewhere in between, also, you start working on real cases inside the hospital. Now, that is the model that we wanted to emulate here. And at SST, hence, internships are baked in into the entire program structure. So, we have now almost at the end of our internship process. We are happy to announce that the internship percentage is 96.3, and this is for second year students, which is like Krishna's and batch, right? With higher stipends of up to 2 lakh per month also. And there are like 12 international internships and sorts of like. So I'll stop talking about it and I'll show you the internship report, right? Let me quickly share my screen. Let me know if you're able to see my screen. Can you guys see? Can you all put a thumbs up on the chat box if you can see my screen? Right. Okay, let's get started. So this is the internship report of the batch of 2023 to 27. At the end of this session, I will also give you the link to the internship report so you can see it yourself and maybe show it to your parents also. So here it is written audited by B2K Analytics. So I'll tell you what is this B2K Analytics. Okay. So here's Anshuman's note, who is our dean. There's Sunil. So this is from B2K. So who is B2K? So B2K Analytics is an auditor firm. That company audits the placement reports and internship reports of top B schools or MBA colleges in India, like IIM Ahmedabad, XLRA, MDI Gurgaon, and the likes. So these are the top management programs of India. So this auditor is an external company. So what they do is, so you contact them, and then we told them, hey, our internship process is almost about to end, and we want to, be transparent and tell the world of what is the statistics like. So can you come and audit our report? So what they do is, now typically anyone can claim anything, right? Anyone can make a website now and say, I have 100 percentage placements, 100 percentage sab kuch, right? 1 crore and things like that. So what this kind of a third party external audit firm does is, they tell you, okay, show me every offer letter that you have. जिस भी बच्चे का इंटर्नशिप या ये लगा है, उनका सबका ऑफर लेटर हमें दिखाना पड़ता है. Now it is their job to verify the company name, the location, the stipend, everything. So one by one, they have verified everything and released this letter. Are you all able to see? I hope. So this is the audit of the internship data for this batch. Let me go down. Yeah. So as you can see, the internship percentage was 96.3, and the total number of offers were 232. Okay, which is like phenomenal. Okay, so we have like 158 students who have got 232 offers, and usme se international offers were like 9 offers. Let's see the stipend bit. So average stipend is 31,000 per month, and that is just for second year students. So you typically can earn while in college itself. And the highest stipend was up to 2 lakh rupees. In fact, the top 10% of the batch got 90,000 rupees as the monthly stipend. Okay. So let me go down. So this was the snapshot of the batch. Okay, where if you see for the first batch, which is their batch, Krishna Patidars, who are in the second year now. So there, 5,000 people took the NSET and 182 got in finally. and there were people from top IITs, NITs, triple ITs. उन्होंने भी छोड़ा because maybe they wanted computer science, उनका passion था, and they probably did not get those branches there, and they felt that SST is the best choice for computer science. So some stats here as well. तो इसकी बात कर रहे थे हम. In fact, 158 students में से almost like one third, which is 57 students, had more than one offer. Right? Crazy in my opinion, and all of them are like proper audited stats from B2K analytics. ठीक है, तो ये 96 भी I think बढ़ेगा since the process is still ongoing for a couple of students. Right? Some of the companies were Apple Developer Academy, Swiggy, Zomato, Piramal, and कुछ लोग Summer of Bitcoin में भी हैं, GSOC में भी हैं. So these are some of the other companies. We had Allen, we had Consumer AI, we had Tata 1MG, Wealthy, One Pharmacy Network, Dukan, Clearfeed, and the likes. Right? Locations, if you see Singapore, Germany, across, right? Indonesia, where Krishna is there, जहाँ पे अभी रात हो चुका है, so he will not be able to show you, I think. But yeah, so I'll take a pause here, right? If you guys want to add anything.
I think like according to even we didn't expect the outcome to be this good actually, and it's rarely seen in other colleges to be very honest. The 96% internship placement rate, the thing is very nice because normally everyone in other I have friends in other colleges, right? And in VIT or some other colleges also. And they are like doing maybe physics or some other subjects, and they just know maybe like some languages like C or Python, and they are just doing the basic stuff. Well, we here have a 96 of our batch has already been doing at least one internship. So that kind of is a very great validation. So I think actually it's very great. And we didn't expect this data, but we are glad that we could, we have achieved this. And so, yeah, I think it's impressive.
Right. और बताओ, Krishna, you should tell us, like, PM in
Uh,
Bali, and fortunately or
also,
unfortunately, you are here with us in the webinar and not chilling around in the streets of Bali.
Yeah, actually, really fortunate about the webinar, and fortunate like I was part of Scalar from long because it has contributed in my journey so far. What experiences I got through internships in Bangalore, plus the projects I did at college, helped me to get in here as well, to get selected at this academy in Indonesia. So all process was really helpful. All 2 years which I spent there in Scalar, and till now also I'm continuing my studies online, so everything is smooth, and teachers are also very supportive, so that's really great.
Right. Also, got it. Any fun experience from Bali that you would like to narrate?
So like there are a lot of experiences, but in terms of like what I'm experiencing here, like there are people from 13 different countries, so everyone has different perspectives. So it's really interesting to know about how people think and how they approach to different problem statements, different way of thinking, to know about them. So that's really amazing. Fun experience in the sense, not exactly such, but just exploring new food and like sharing about those things. Some anecdotes from how the Indian culture is and how the other cultures are, comparing those things are really fun for me till right now.
Got it. Sandip, if you want to add something.
yeah, so like I am also glad to be part of SST and all the journeys that is. So like if I compare my first year with I was previously in at a college, and I spent 1 year there also, and 1 year at SST. So if I compare, so in my first year at the previous college, there was only one subject related to computer science, and that was C. And still that was like I have to write the code in paper in my previous college. So in SST, like in the first year itself, I got to expose to so much thing about computer science. And the real practical thing, like we used to give exam in actual environment, actual IT environment, where we have to write code. So this practical approach to computer science, I think, is one of the uh, greatest thing of SST. And also, like in the placement report, I find one of the thing helpful is that many students are worried about that I don't have any computer science background beforehand before joining Scalar. So in the internship report itself, there is one statistics about the students who were there who didn't have any coding background. And so like they also got very much good internship at Scalar. So I think that is one of the greatest achievement of Scalar. Yeah, so that is all.
Right. Awesome. ठीक है. तो let me also show the remaining of the report. क्योंकि there is one thing that Sandip mentioned now, where कि typically some people think कि okay, these people who got internships, उनको already computer science पता था, तो इसलिए मिल गया. तो what if I don't know computer science? What if I didn't study computer science in class 12? तो मेरा क्या होगा? Right? So what we did is जिनको भी offer मिला, right? We looked at their class 12th subjects कि did they study computer science and not? And then we compared both of them. And interestingly, you know what? While the people who took computer science, their average stipend is a little higher. But the people who didn't have computer science, they are very close to the average. राइट सारे नंबर्स उनके एकदम पास में. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर एवरेज स्टाइपेंड 31,000 है पर मंथ फॉर द एंटायर बैच, फॉर कंप्यूटर साइंस people who didn't have computer science, for them it's like 28,000. Only that much is the difference. That means that irrespective of whether you knew computer science or did not know computer science, SST teachers and curriculum, and third, which is the most important, students' own hard work got them where they are. So, right, let me just share. Can one of you give a small voiceover when I just share the report? Sandip, maybe you can do it.
Yeah, sure.
So we'll do this section and then we'll talk other things. We'll take Q&A from the audience and all that. तो थोड़ा और lively रखते हैं.
Yeah.
Like, can you guys see this?
Yeah, so
Yeah. So this is the thing that we were talking about, right?
yeah, so like in this case, if we see that the non-tech CS, non-CS and CS students. So basically, CS students are those who already have CS background in plus 12 or before joining Scalar, and 49 of them were like they don't have any computer science experience before joining Scalar, and still they was able to get internship at top companies. And so if we see the summary of the internships, so for students who opted CS in class 12, so their highest stipend is 2 lakh, average monthly stipend is 33,000, and top 10 percentile. So you can see the statistics. So basically this is the statistics. And for those students who didn't opted for CS, so if you can still see that the highest monthly stipend is the same as the students who are having previous background. So it doesn't matter much that you beforehand have the experience of CS or not. Still you can get high paying stipend internship. Also monthly average stipend is 28,000. So it is a very
For
good
the
stipend.
people who didn't opt for computer
Didn't
science
have computer science, yeah.
in
And
class
also
12.
you can see that top 10 percentile of the offers are average is 82,677. And yeah, so basically this is a very good average for those. So like it is very comparable to those students who already have the experience of computer science, very much comparable.
Right, right. And the next question is कि कौन सी kind of companies में इन्हें लगा, right? So this is a simple word cloud of the types of sectors in which those companies were operated. So mostly you can see some are fintech, robotics, AI में कुछ लोगों का है, and food tech, med tech, in fact, right? So these were some of the companies. So these are some of the cases that we had. So before we go on to these cases, I would like to now make the like let's hear from Krishna, Sourashis, and Sandip about their journey. Okay. So let me meanwhile post this link also at the comment chat box after this session at the end. Okay. So Sourashis, can you just talk about like you came and joined SST, right? तो उसके बाद how did you prepare for internships, interview process, and all of that? Was it tough? Did you get any mentorship from professors? And how did it feel like?
So actually, before joining SST, right, I did a little bit of coding. Like I explored it myself. I learned some languages and did some projects. But the main problem I faced was a structured way of learning, right? So YouTube has everything to learn, but the problem is that how to learn, what is the way of learning, and how can we maximize our learning? What is the structure? These all are the things which, after a point of time, people get confused about, and that's why their learnings are not maximized. This was the problem that I faced when I was actually learning. So then I actually joined Scalar, right? And I think that that was one of the best things uh, which happened with me, because again, first of all, mentorship was in Scalar was very good, because again, the teachers are directly from the industry, right? They have worked in the industry, they know what goes on in the industry. So they are the best possible teachers out there if we want to go and do any job or start a startup, right? So, and to be very honest, like Scalar is in itself a startup. So we are taught in this environment, and so automatically our learnings are maximized. So I think this was one of the prime benefits which I faced. And again, for internships, actually, I blatantly followed the curriculum, and the curriculum was enough for us to get internships, right? So I got 3 to 4 offers. I interned at 2 companies before this Singapore one, right? And in uh, every startup, right, I had interview rounds and everything. So the things that we learned here, we we gave the interviews and applied there, and that was the simple thing that I followed. I followed the curriculum, and I built 1 or 2 projects. I took help from our mentors on what next to do, how to do, and all these stuffs. And again, then Scalar's placement cell helped me to get all these internships and offers. So I think it was a pretty easy journey, to be very honest.
Right, right. When are you going to Singapore?
Mostly July. So right now the visa process is still going on.
Right.
So mostly I'll go there by July.
Understood, understood. So we are hoping to see a lot of Singapore photos with the lion and the fountain and all of that. So let's stay tuned for that. And Sandeep, what about you? Like, would you like to talk about anything in this case?
Yeah, so like about the journey, Sourashis already covered many things, and yeah, so I also feel the same way. But like I think that peer group has also helped me a lot in my journey. So like my teammate Sourashis and many other, we have a very good, very helping peer group here. And whenever I feel like that I am stuck on something, I can go to any one of them and then ask for help. And one of the major thing is that the connection with the instructor here also is very good. So like if after the class or after any class hours or any time, if we go to any instructor asking for help, and they are always there for us. So yeah, that is what I think that helped me a lot in my journey so far.
Right, right. Who is your favorite instructor though, by the way?
Yeah, so like Sitij Mishra sir.
Right, right. Understood. Why is he your favorite instructor?
Yeah, so like I really liked the kind of teaching style of Sitij sir, and also the kind of vibe Sitij sir had.
Got
I
it.
mean,
Got it.
I mean,
Is it the
we all
hairstyle by
here,
the way, or
we actually all here, I think we would simultaneously say that Kshitij sir is one of the best out there, one of the best SSC faculties out there, because again, Kshitij sir has this aura and the way he teaches, and it's so wonderful. And again, well, I actually remember, uh, I remember when we used to have these DSA. By the way, for context, like Kshitij sir is our DSA mentor, right? So DSA teacher. And so when I went to Kshitij sir for explaining a problem or something like this, Kshitij sir was actually busy with some work. So he instructed me to come after 10 minutes. And then Kshitij sir uh, Kshitij put all his works aside and at least gave me 30 to 40 minutes of his time just to understand my point of view and then explain his point of view. And this is one of the things that I have noticed in the teachers outside, right? They don't listen to students' point of views. But Kshitij sir listened to me for 10 to 20 minutes, and then Kshitij sir corrected my mistakes and then came up with his own solution. And so this is one of the things I admire about SST teachers. They listen to the students and then they deliver. So I think, yeah, they are tremendously great, I think.
right, right. Krishna, what about you?
Yeah. So about the placement support and all those things, like my friends have already covered the major part. I like to add one more thing. Like Scalar has really great industry connection. Like whenever we had the internship period, like every day we are getting offer like the internship opportunities on our groups through placement cell. So the connection is very great and very solid about bringing out different internships to students.
Awesome. Okay. So let's not bore them with more information. Let's go to the Q&A. Okay. And I want you all to now take the lead on this. So guys, shall we go to the question and answer part? Give a thumbs up. Immediately there are a lot of thumbs up. ठीक है? That is good. So that they are like, ठीक है, बात बहुत हो गया. अभी question का answer बताओ. ठीक है? So let's go to the Q&A. By the way, I have also put the internship report link on the chat box. Feel free to open it, download it, send it to your parents, send it to your cousins, and read it and all that. Okay? And if you have any questions, now put it on the question box. We will address all the questions one by one. So let's do it in descending order of time. Can one of you take the lead and just get going? I'll pitch in if I have to.
Okay. So I think the recent question was right. I took S. Nithu Reddy,
Diploma in
right?
CS after 10th. Now I'm trying to get admission in BTech uh, through SST. How can I get admission? So I think you can apply to the NSET, Ritesh. If you have any specific doubts, then go to our website and read the eligibility criteria. There it will be mentioned. If still it's unclear, then you can always raise a help request and our team will get in touch with you via text. Okay, Gajal is asking if I have less marks in board, can I take admission? Like 75% criteria not being fulfilled. But I will try to improve. CBSE improvement exam. Yeah, Gajal, you can take the improvement via NIOS also. You can take the improvement. So that should not be an issue. I would suggest you to apply to NSET. Sanjay is asking, can we do a specialization course in cybersecurity in fourth year? Yes, Sanjay, you can. but not in fourth year. It will be in your third year. That's when you guys will do the specialization. So you can read the curriculum on our website. Rohan is asking, how can I join SST? I have low score in last exam, but I really want to join. So yes, guys, advise Rohan, help him.
I mean, first of all, I think for joining SST, again, we know the process that first you need to give NSET, and second, you need to ace the interviews. So first, if your maths or logical sense is weak, then you should go and practice all the maths topics and syllabus. It is there in the SST website only. So you should practice it. And after your NSET is cleared, again, there will be interviews. For that, you need to ace in communication and also in problem solving. Basically, in interviews, problem solving is the main part which the interviewer is focused on. So I think you should practice that again. And like the same thing. This actually last year, what happened was we got so many requests from students, and we had a great Telegram community, student managed Telegram community going on, and so people asked the same questions, and we cleared their doubts there. But this time again, we took an initiative and took it one step further, and that's why we for NSET guys. We have created some tests, right? Sample tests which are free, and you can go to our website. I think I will mention the website also. So you can go and take those sample tests. And also we have dedicated, if you really want to join Scalar, because I think after seeing the internship report, it's great. You can understand how great of a college Scalar is. So if you want to really get into SST and have preparations, you can visit our courses. They are very focused, and uh, we have couple of courses, and we managed to build this course with the advice of SST faculty members and everyone else. So I think that's the advice from my side, and just hustle, practice, and third is be confident in interviews. That's the main advice from this.
Right, right, right. I think Akshata is asking what type of questions are asked in interview. Anything you guys want to share?
Sandeep, you want to share?
Yeah, so like in interviews, there are two parts of the interview. So one is basically for testing your problem solving skill, and the second is for dreams and aspiration. It is basically based on how much enthusiasm you have about Scalar School of Technology, and how you think about computer science tech and in your life. So basically for the first part, problem solving part, so there will be basically one or two some maths related question in which you have to really think through the problem and apply your logical understanding to solve the problem. So basically it will test your problem solving skill, and then after that there will be dreams and aspiration round where the behavioral questions will be asked, like why do you want to join Scalar, and what is your goal in next 5 year, so something like that. So you have to be prepared for both of this kind of problem solving, and also the dreams and aspiration round. Yeah.
Right. There's one more question. Was the level of topics taught at SST enough for you to get an international internship?
I think yes. Actually, I haven't studied much more like anything except the curriculum. Well, I have gained experience, of course, from couple of internships, but again, that is also from SST only. So all the internships that I did in the past, the offers that I got were from SST's placement cell only, and that led me to the international internships. I'm not saying that maybe uh, just studying all those curriculum things will get you an internship. Of course, you need to focus on projects. Of course, you need to build a good portfolio, right? But again, that will eventually lead you to these international internships. So before getting there, I interned at two startups. Again, same for Krishna. Before getting into actual developer Bali, I think he also interned at two startups. So the same goes for everyone else. You need to put in the efforts, and ultimately you will get them.
Yeah, actually, also apart from the course curriculum, we also have like hackathons or company coming up with their problem statements into our innovation lab. So you work on those projects with mentors. So that also helps you to learn more things. So opportunities are there. You just need to go there and learn through that.
Yes, I think effort should be from the student side. The SST provides everything to the students so that they can excel and get these good internships and opportunities also. So our innovation lab is full of projects. Even the first years are working on many projects which are given by some VCs and companies itself. So even the first years are working there. So again, these are the things which builds this expertise on that topic, on that subject, on that framework, or something like that. And that actually helps you to bag these great internships.
Got it. Got it. Very, very well said here. Can I get direct admission because I have 3 years of coding experience? No, Ritesh, you cannot get direct admission. So the admission process at SST is fully merit based. So everyone needs to apply to the NCET exam, and you need to take the NCET exam compulsorily. Now, post that, we have two types of shortlisting. One is profile-based shortlisting, and the other is NCET-based shortlisting. But you need to take the NCET exam compulsorily.
And I
Somebody,
think
yeah.
And I think like the one who said that he has 3 years of coding experience, I think for you it is very easy to pass these tests and interview, because if you have that knowledge, it's actually very easy, guys. So I think you should not worry about tests.
Is asking in the interview what matters most, whether the approach or the final answer. So if you have the right approach but don't get the final answer, is that okay?
So I would like to plug in here because I've seen people directly jumping to the answer. What actually interviewers see is the approach, how you are thinking towards that answers, and not the exact right answer. Of course, the right answer gives you some more advantage, some more marks, right? But the approach is what matters more. And sometimes this happens if you, let's say, give the correct answer, but you are not able to explain the whole approach by yourself, then then the interviewer might reject you. But if you, let's say, did not reach the final answer, but you are 90% there and you explained the approach properly, then I think the interviewer will surely uh, consider you, because again, you have gone through the whole journey and you have explained, and that means that you have that conceptual clarity. So I think that is very important.
Well said here. I think that's all. My question is for Saurashis, since that he mentioned that he's an ICPC finalist. So did he start preparing for ICPC in SST only or before itself?
No, guys. First of all, my ICPC teammates were Sandip, and Suraj. So we three, after joining SST, right, we got to know each other, and then we started preparing. And again, we had a mentor, Dhruv Bhaiya, right? He is the we say that he's the god of CP, right? So he mentored us day and night, and he gave us problems. His enthusiasm was more than ours, to be very honest. He was so driven to send us to ICPC regionals. And so after SST, we actually didn't have that exact knowledge to crack ICPC before we joined Scalar. And we learned a lot of things before achieving this. we learned a lot of things. So it's not, guys, it's not easy to go into a regional contest and compete with the top teams of India. So it's not an easy selection process. So you need grit, you need hard work, you need all the ratings, practices, and everything else. And of course, you need a great mentor. And normally what happens in other colleges is people get help from their seniors, but there is no dedicated mentor. But in Scalar, we had that. Dhruv Bhaiya was our dedicated mentor, and he did this process two times. He was two times regionalized. So he did this process and he knows that very well. And so he knows what we need to do to crack these exams. And that's why it helped us immensely. And that's how we cracked. And I think, Sandeep, would you like to add something? Because again, we both are teammates, so we both know our journey.
So like the question was about that if I don't have prior experience in coding, can I crack ICPC or not? So like before joining Scalar, I only heard about the term ICPC and competitive programming and all, and I didn't have any clue about what is this. But then after joining SST, I can remember that in starting there were one session when Anshuman sir itself came at night and solved problem with us. And yeah, I think
Yes.
that is what the efforts that they have put and the effort that we have put also. So all cumulative efforts lead to this kind of selections. So yeah, and there was always SST behind us helping and making us better. Yeah.
Right, right. Neetu Reddy is asking, sir, I already took admission in SST. Can you please give guidance for what basics are needed to learn prior to joining for a non-CS background? Is it some preparation that you feel they should do before they join SST, or they can just come and join and after joining we can take care?
Krishna, would you like to answer this question?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
So Neetu Reddy is asking, I have already taken admission at SST. Uh, can you tell me if I should prepare something before I join? Because I am coming
Oh,
from non-CS background.
fine. So like as a curriculum starts from basics, so you don't have to prepare something, but you have time and interest if you want to do. So then you can start with some programming language like Python is the easy one, or C++. So you can start learning about it through YouTube. So it will help you in the first year while doing the DSA course. Or like you can also if you're interested to just try about web development a little bit, front end and all, so that will also help you if you have time, but there is no requirement as such because everything starts from basic, so it's fine.
Right, right. Rasipuram Rakshita is asking, the data you shared is of people who joined SST in 2023, but 2025, most of people who are joining SST do know coding. Even some people have also built their startups. I am asking the same because I am from non-tech background. Uh, Rakshita, though I didn't understand your question. Can you clarify it further? Samrit is asking, the third interview round is only given to students with competitive coding background in CS. What about students who don't have competitive coding background? Are they at a disadvantage? I think two parts to it. Number one, while at selection, and number two, inside SST after coming. So, can you guys answer both part one and part two?
Okay. So, part one in selection, right? See, whatever extra you did, apart from your curriculum, whether be it where you are good at sports, right? Or maybe you did some projects, you learned coding, or something else. Maybe you excelled at maths Olympiad, right? These extra things can help you in selection at SST. Why? Because that shows that you you got beyond the normal line and did something impressive. That's the main motto behind it, right? So whether you are a competitive programmer, like you have explored competitive programming, or you did good at sports, you are you are at an advantage when in selection. But after selection, after the selection happens, right? Then there is no bias. If you are a good performer, if you do well in exams, if you do well in curriculum, you are good. And even if you don't do good, well, there's mentors who can help you, who can look after you, who can track your progress, and they will make you better. So bias is only there because there's a huge pool of applicants, and the scaler wants to pick one of the best student pool out there, so that again our peer group experience is better. So that's the intuition behind the selection process. And after that, there is no bias at all. Like actually, to be very honest, I knew a little bit about competitive programming before, but one of our top performers of competitive coding, Varun, right? Varun never knew. Again, Sandip also never knew CP, anything about CP. But they did so well. See, Varun went to regionals twice, right? Sandeep and I went to regionals in the second year. So I think there is no such thing as an edge after you get selected. But in selection, anything which you did extra can help.
Understood. I think let's take the last 5 minutes of questions before we wrap up. So Dhananjay is asking, what is the scalar NSET cutoff? So I'll take that. So Dhananjay, there is no fixed cutoff that absolute itna ho jayega to ho jayega. What we do is, because we take every intake, then we look at percentile score on various sections and then do the shortlisting. Anything? Deepak is asking, what should a beginner at SST focus on in the first 3 months to build a strong base? Which skills or subjects we prioritize first? What helped you transition smoothly from school to fast-paced environment at SST? A lot of questions there, but let's unpack one by one. Yeah. So,
Krishna, would you like to answer?
Krishna, go ahead.
So the question was about like how people should.
What should a beginner do at SST after coming here for the first 3 months?
So as like initially, you'll start with DSA course, Java will be taught to you. So that, and web development, as I know, like these will be the courses which will be started. So first you should like, uh, uh, means you give your time specifically to learn these things, what are taught in your college. And with that, maybe you can start building out projects, because you learn while doing things. Means I believe that you learn better while implementing things. So in the initial 3 months, I'll suggest you to focus on your DSA, because that help you to master your internships and other things later. It builds your base very strong. So focus on DSA, and then with that you can start working on your projects little bit. So for the first 3 months, this is the major thing, and just enjoy your college life as it's just starting out. So make friends, experience the college life and the new city you're into. That's all.
If my NSET score is good, but my 60 percentage in math is not fulfilled in class 12. I am, but I want admission in SST. My parents are not allowing me for improvement exam. Harshada, I think that doesn't make sense, because it's a good thing, right? You want to give an improvement exam and improve your score. So I suggest to check out options with NIOS. You can quickly register for a subject and then give the exam again, right? And the results are also out for it in around July, August. So it should not be a problem for you to take admission to SST as long as you cross that mark in the improvement exam, right? So please tell your parents that it is for your good to take the improvement exam. In fact, I would suggest you to take the exam even if you do not join SST, because it is good for you and your future that your score is improving, right? So I hope that gives you some clarity. I think let's take the last 2 3 questions. Let's see if there's anything else. Then Devraj Kumar is asking, I have completed my 10th, then diploma from electronics engineering. Devraj, I think you can. Please apply to the NSET. And if you have any queries, please raise a chat ticket. Rohan is asking, I have preparation of startup program and interview round. Only I got low score. If I have preparation of... Rohan, this question is not clear. Can you please type it again? I think we've answered almost all. Sahiti, if you're there, I think we would be closing soon. Okay, so you can probably launch the feedback survey. Last question for the day. Kapish is asking, sir, does my JEE main score matter, as I wasn't very good at good health and score was low? So it doesn't matter, Kapish. Please give the answer very well. Ensure that you're full health wise and with your preparation, and do well in the NSET. Right, let me also share the internship report for people who haven't yet seen it. I'm putting it on the chat box. Download it and share it with your friends. So I have put the link on the chat box. Please download it and share it with your friends. So I think some parting words from my side until we see each other next is that if you have not registered for NSET and would like to, then go to our website and register for NSET. You can go to our website and go to the admission and fees section. And then from there, you can see the deadlines and how to register and all that. Let me quickly show you guys. Yeah, can you guys see my screen? So you can see that 15th June is the date of the NSET exam, and you have roughly a week's time to register. So please go there and do your bit. That right. So you can see the eligibility here, the process. Just keep scrolling, and you can find it in this SST website. So 15th June, guys, that's the NSET. 13th June is the last date, and then you have the other details here. So that's all from our side. I hope you guys had a fruitful session. I've put the internship report link on the chat box. You can download it. Please share with your friends. I think we can wrap it up. Sahiti, if you're there, please share the exit survey. Please, guys, do post your comments and feedback here. That will help us improve for the next session. I hope you enjoyed the session. Last 5 seconds for the poll. Yep, that's that. Cool, guys. See you around. Bye-bye.